I'm gonna tell you the whole story right now. All right, so basically, I didn't get pulled over for speeding. Don't try me, okay? I didn't get pulled over for speeding. This is only my second time getting pulled over. The first time I got pulled over was for speeding, but I was going 35 miles per hour. Who the fuck was that finna hurt? I was going 10 miles over a 25 miles per hour speed limit. Anyways, so the reason I got pulled over today, let's read what they say on the warning. Look how long this shit is. If y'all ever get a warning when you get pulled over, I don't know if it looks like this for y'all, but this shit's long as fuck. Okay, so it says is that even a word? Statute. I've never heard that. What is a statute? Statute description. Improper change of lane. Pulling out in front of vehicle going in the same direction. You're not losing no points? Nah, that's a good thing. I'm not losing any points on my license, you know? Just, no bad record here. Anyways, so basically what had happened was, right? So I've been having a very long day. I'm tired. Okay, I've been up since 8 a.m. Had to take my grandma to the doctor and stuff, I'm off of Adderall, like, yeah. So I'm driving home. I had my sunglasses on, like this. I'm listening to Destroy Lonely, just cruising, right? Just driving, sunglasses on, just chilling, like. So then, like, I'm almost home, and I had to switch lanes, right? Because I had to turn left. Like, at the intersection, I had to turn left. So I was, like, switching lanes to get, to get over, to yeah, to turn. So, like, I'm just, like, nonchalant, just casually driving, bro. And, like, I looked in my mirror, didn't see nobody. So I'm like, okay, like, I'm finna switch lanes. Like, but he just happened to be in my blind spot because I didn't look like this. Like, I looked in the mirror, and I looked in the rear mirror, and he was in my blind spot. It wasn't on the highway. No, it was on the regular road. He was just in my blind spot. That's why I didn't see him. Like, y'all know that one blind spot when you just don't see a car? Like, you look in the mirror, you don't see nothing. You look in your top mirror, you don't see nothing. But he just was in the blind spot that I didn't see him at. So I switched lanes. I was like, oh, shit, there's someone there. And then 2 seconds later, I was like, fuck. I look in the mirror, and I'm like, who did I just... well, he wasn't, like, close. Like, I didn't almost hit him, but he was still, like, right behind me. But then when I looked in the mirror and saw it was a white car, I was like, oh, frick. Like, that's a cop. I just cut off a cop. Just lovely. Like, this is just lovely. So 2 seconds later, he turns his lights on. I'm like, fuck. So, my heart starts beating. Boop, 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 boop. And I'm like, what's the worst that can happen? Like, I'm feeling like when he comes to my window, I'm gonna just be like, I'm sorry, like, I didn't see you. That's what I said. Yeah. I mean, you signal, that's the thing. I didn't put my blinkers on, so that's why he pulled me over. So he came to the window. He was like, oh, like, yeah, you pulled out, and you also didn't have your blinkers on, your turning signal on. I was like, yeah, it's my fault. Like, I just, whatever. And so he was like, like, just be careful, because people that could cause road rage, and people get road rage and blah 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 blah. So I was like, yeah. So then he was asking me for, like, my phone number and stuff. I showed him my license, registration, insurance, all that. And then he was like, is this address on your license the same address? And I was like, no, I moved a couple months ago. And he was like, what's your new address? So I told him, and then I was like, fuck. Because you know what? I've been telling my parents for months. I was like, I need to get my address changed on my license because I moved. That's not my address no more. I need to get it changed, and I just never got that done. And so he, like, went back to the car. I was waiting there for mad long, and then he came back, and he ended up giving me a warning for the pulling out with no turning signals. He gave me a warning for that, didn't give me a ticket. But I did get a ticket for not changing my address on my license, so I gotta go do that. But he said if I do it in the next 30 days and take it to court, they will void the ticket and I won't have to pay the fine. So yeah, I just gotta go change my address on my license, and then I'll be good, and I don't get no points taken off. I don't get no ticket, no nothing, and they'll dispute the ticket. So yeah, that's the story of how I got pulled over today. I will now be checking very cautious on my blind spot from now on, but it just happened. It's just one of the days. I'm just tired. I'm just trying to get home. The dumbest ticket ever. Yeah, I mean, like, I understand. Like, I'm not mad he pulled me over. I get it. Like, I literally, I switched lanes and I realized, like, bro was there. That's my fault. Like, I totally, like, I'm not saying I'm in the wrong here. Like, I'm not in the wrong. I am in the wrong. Like, I didn't see, bro. Like, that's my fault. It's just, mistakes happen. I'm a very good, safe driver. I don't get pulled over for nothing else, Never got a ticket before in my life. I'm a safe driver. It just happened, you know. I just happened to not see him, bro. I didn't hit him or nothing, you know. Haven't been in a car accident ever in my life, you know. So that just happened. But the ticket was for $116. Bro was trying to get me. He was talking about some, option. You can go and pay the ticket, you know, if you don't want to change it. He was like, they'll gladly take $100. I was like, fuck, I look like. Think I'm gonna go pay that shit? But it says I may pay the civil penalty listed on the front citation. Yeah, I don't know. I just gotta go fix that shit and I'll be good. But yeah, that's the story. How I got pulled over today. Hopefully, it doesn't happen again. And you know what's crazy? I only get pulled over in my city. The only 2 times I ever got pulled over is like right by my crib, like 5 minutes away. Like, bro, I've driven everywhere and never got pulled over. Like, I've been in Miami a million times, never got pulled over. It just happens to just be right in my city. Like, the cops be dick eating like around where I live for no reason. But yeah, that's it.